Basically, I'm a hotelier who spent more than 17 years in a hospitality industry only. So this is basically, you can say, my core industry where I'm working with. And Shaza is one of the brand which is more focusing into the the storytelling and the Silk Route. They are more focused towards the culture. They are more focused towards the family tourism. So they are a boutique hotel. They are a boutique hotel brand, but they are not really focusing into increase massive number of rooms in terms of the inventories and everything. But they are focusing into the hotels which where we can introduce the culture, where we can introduce the Silk Route storytelling. So this is basically Shaza, and you can find out us everywhere on LinkedIn, on Facebook, Instagram, and even though if you look at Shaza Hotels, as I said, we are not really a big hotel brand, but yes, we are a boutique hotel who focus into their uh, ethics, who focus into their family travelers, who basically focus into the services, who basically focus into their personalized guest cares and all.
Yeah. Okay. Amazing. And for example, Amir, like what is your, let's say, version or perspective about the market now? I think that everything change on daily basis. Yeah. How do you see the market that is coming for the next few months or years from now?
Look, as of now, the market is really unpredictable. It is that everybody is shifting their business module now. Before they was focusing more towards to the short terms, and they are more focusing towards to the very aggressive rates, dynamic style. Once few units get booked, then automatically they start playing with the dynamic rates to increase it accordingly. But now, if you look at the trend after really having the geopolitical issues, people they are more focusing into the occupancy. They are not really into the ADR driven hotels as of now. Everybody is focusing on into the occupancy to the cover their expenses. So not only to UAE market, because we are across the GCC. So across the GCC in my other hotels as well, they have due to this travel issues, because if you look at the Qatar market, until now the Qatar market airports are not fully operational. If you look at Bahrain as well, Bahrain is not fully operational. So these kind of countries, they have to rely on the expatriates who lives within the country, the corporate clients who lives within the country, or very few customers who comes from by road from Saudi and these kind of places. So they are majorly they are focusing into the occupancy rather than the ADR.
Yeah.
So this is a twist happened within the market, and which is impacting so badly not only uh, UAE across the GCC market. This is impacting big time.
Yeah. Okay. And like everyone has this expertise as well within the industry, but from your perspective, what is something that you understand more, let's say, about the luxury hospitality that most, let's say, brands are still getting this wrong or they are underestimated, let's say.
Okay, look, if I just talk about the luxury brands, most of the brands they are doing completely wrong things, because if you because look, everybody perspective is different. My perspective is different. What I feel the other luxury brands they are lacking in, because most of the people they are talking about uh, the services, people they are talking about the amenities, people they are talking about the add-ons, people they are talking about the packages and everything. So these all are tangible services which people they can really feel it. What exactly they are feeling and missing is that is emotions. Once the guest he come at the reception, he must have to be recognized by the reception team. They must have to deal with the they connect with the guest. The connection with the guest that I really feel is missing, because everybody they are just talking about we have luxury amenities within the room from like Bulgari and this kind of things. But what people they are they have to focus into to the detail attention, guest expectations, what exactly guest is looking for. So for me, what I feel, if the guest engagement team, if the hotel team, they gonna focus into this, so they can have a more sustainable business for the long term basis, because everybody can buy the things. can buy the amenities, can buy the add-ons, can buy the packages, can buy the lunch and dinner, but nobody can buy the experience. People, they are coming to the hotel, especially to the luxury hotels, to have an experience. So if the experience is missing by the not attending them in a really, you know, uh, um, mm, like you can say, if the emotions are missing over there, then people, they feel left out, they feel miss out the things. They say, okay, khalas, in my room I have the really high end amenities, which is quite good, which I paid for. In my package, I have lunch, breakfast, and dinner, which is I paid for. But what is missing into my stay? That's emotional touch. Like nobody really cares about. So those things are which is, in my perspective, the high luxury brand have to focus on.
You're right. I think that everything changed so fast now in these days. It's so hard to keep up
Yeah.
with everything that is going on. Like new technology, and also I think that the market expectation could be wrong. Like the guest expectations, sometimes they are expecting huge, not
Yeah.
in a few seconds days, but now.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
yeah,
I
and
completely agree with you.
yeah, it's a huge gap between the reality and the expectations. Like it's a huge gap. And I'm curious, how do you manage these expectations for guests on site? My opinion and what I saw is that if the expectations are huge and the clients don't get what they you expect, for example, and you deliver something less than what they could expect, they're going to not be satisfied with that. How do you keep up with these expectations to keep like, look, these are the right expectation, maybe not be on your high level, but these are the right expectation, the reality of the expectation.
Okay, if I talk about the expectations and reality, if I can say this one in more easier manner to understand, because everybody what they feel, as I said to you, everybody is looking for the experience. So if you can see a reservation to check out experience, if you talk about, so in this basically people, it's a merger of technology as well as it's a merger of human service touch, because you cannot split this technology. It has to be merged together. Because
Yeah,
if I'm a guest, if let's take an example. If I'm a guest, if I book in a hotel, so I already feed my all the informations that I'm coming there for my anniversary, or it's my honeymoon, or it's my birthday celebrations and all. So these things I can key in into my reservations, that these all informations I can feed in. But when it comes to the human touch, then yes, the hotel team are responsible for this. Then they have to focus on, because I already give my expectations. I already put my requirements that I'm coming there to celebrate my honeymoon
yeah, yeah.
or my
Because
first anniversary or anything, any XYZ things. I'm a hotel, so this is a lead for me where I can get in touch with a guest to make his stay memorable. Because the more you have loyal customer, the more you have uh, customer who trust on your brand, they gonna spread they're gonna do your marketing by spreading their words.
yeah,
So yeah, so when it comes to mixture of your technology and human service, then the experience go then experience meet with then people, they meet with the experience expectations, you can say. So the hotel team, they're gonna get in touch with the customer, they're gonna uh, inform him regarding his stay, they're gonna inform him regarding the services which they are going to include. So at least the guest, he is prepared. He's in that zone that, okay, I'm going to stay in a Shaza hotel, so they're gonna take care of my uh, honeymoon setup, and these things are there. So at least the guest, he is well prepared.
yeah. I think that to be honest, you're right on this. Honestly, I travel, for example, not a lot to be honest, but when I go into a hotel, I think that the experience that you can get, the warm introduction. I was going into a hotel in Romania, and I don't know how, but they know it was my birthday, something like that. And he gave me like a cup of wine or something like that, like just welcome. Like it's a nice experience to have. I think it's this. I think that because there is too much noise with the AI and everything, it's so hard to create as well the human connection. And when you can see this part like a gift or even like I don't know anything, like just even this one. It's like you feel as a relationship and you can connect with the people. And now, if I want to go and travel at the same city, I'm going to go at the same hotel because was the experience and how they treat you and everything. Because didn't create a huge expectation, but I get more than I was expecting. This is what we can see.
Definitely, because this is what when we talk about the technology, so AI into the picture and take a really huge place. AI itself, like for an example, your profile is available everywhere. Now, okay, hotels are doing this research as well, and they are pulling out the informations, and they are trying to prefer things as per your requirement. They are trying to, and most of the hotels, even though if you are stick with the brand, your previous stay and your requirements are saved into their system. So whenever you pop up into the any another property with your reservation, so they know who exactly you are and what exactly your requirements and how they can meet with.
Yeah, yeah, 101%. And now, for example, Amir, I'm curious about one thing is that like why has the hotel booking journey remained so fragmented because of this part of, for guests despite years of the technical and innovation? Like how do you what's your perspective on this?
Uh, Look, if I talk about the direct bookings, if you are talking about for the hotels versus the OTA bookings,
Yeah,
so most of the people, they think about OTA bookings are purely it's a cost acquisition, because behind every reservations there is a cost involved. Like if I talk about any of the big OTA channels, I don't want to name that, but definitely behind that there is a cost involved. It's a huge cost that depends between 15% to 22%. So, but when it comes to the direct bookings with the hotel platform or off sales, you can say, so that basically creates you know. Uh, that that creates a link between the hotel and the customer and the clients. So next time, instead of going to the and or if I make it a little bit more simpler into that, most of the hotels, they are running BRG, which is best rate guarantee.
yeah,
Okay, even though we are into that as well. So we say, okay, whatever you are seeing onto the other brand webs, other OTA platform, visit our brand website, and you will get better than rates what you are getting the other OTAs. So in that, basically, what happens? I gain so many things. I gain guest trust because the what I am promising as BRG, so guests they are getting that onto my brand website. Secondly, I'm saving my commissions, which is a huge amount I'm paying to the other OTAs. Third, I'm winning my loyal customer because if a customer he look at that kind of price, which is uh, cheaper than to the other brand website, so definitely they're gonna book through us, and once they book through us, then automatically I have all the informations within my system that this particular guest he have booked with me, and these are his requirements, and he's directly coming from my own brand website. So
yeah,
definitely we have to, uh, pay extra attention into it in terms of having repeat customer, in terms of having more loyal customers within the group itself. So
yeah,
my in my point of view, to have a direct booking versus the OTA conversion bookings, it's always beneficial for the hotels, and all the hotels, all the brands, they are more focusing into the direct bookings because that is helping them to trust customer trust to gain the customer trust, as well as you can see the expenses wise for sure. If somebody book directly through with your brand website, your cost of acquisition will be quite less.
yeah, yeah. I think that how I see this as well is that like on this third party, like OTA and everything, is like you are renting clients, you don't own them if it makes sense. Like
Exactly.
that's the point. They are not associate you the experience with your brand, but more like, oh, I found these guys on Booking, for example, or I found on this Airbnb or this type third party platform. Not I go to this hotel. It's a huge difference. I think they are going to remember and to associate your brand with you, not I don't know going on third party and finding out. Let's pick a hotel based on reviews or something. Yeah, it's a great way, but I think that for the direct approach or direct booking, it's easily as well for commission base and also easily for you to control everything as a loyalty client because if not, you don't have any access to who was affiliated hotel who bought from you and everything. So it's a huge difference between transparency and visual as well, and growth overall, I think, for the company. So yeah, this is how I see the difference with renting clients and owning them.
Yeah, definitely. Because if you are, as you said, if you are renting a client, you really don't have any sort of control on the bookings, because whatever the third party is publishing, they are getting the same information. If you have a customer which is coming through your brand website, you have full control on that particular reservations. You know who is traveling and what exactly his requirements are and how you can meet with his expectation. Because in this world, everything is, as I said, everything is like experience, everything is meet with my expectations. So if you have a full control about a booking, then for sure you can deliver better than the third party reservations.
Okay, that's awesome. And looking for the last, let's say, 5 to 10 years ago and now, if you had to do exactly what you're doing now, what would you change since you have all these tools now, like AI and everything? What would you do different or change?
Look, if you talk about from past 10 years to past 5 to 10 years, what exactly changed into the brand itself, you can say like any of the brand, mostly they are more on the AI basis now. Previously, all the bookings used to be on a pretty manual side. Now everything has been in place with the integrated system, the booking engine, the CRM, the hotel review systems. Everything's are in place. Like you can see, uh, from five within, if I just talk about the Shaza itself, they become more stronger into the cultural storytelling, into the guest experience. Invisible technologies are there, operational intelligence are there, as well as the revenue disciplines. Because since this AI systems comes in, so everything become into the rate parity has been dropped, the leakage has been dropped, the because this is helping you as well to maintain your occupancy as well as your market positioning.
Yeah, yeah. It's awesome. I think that a lot of things happen now, and it's so hard now for hotels to keep up with everything. And I'm curious about one thing is like, how do you manage owning or having this direct booking that you mentioned, rather than, I don't know, having competitors with Airbnb booking and everything? Like, do you think it's easier for companies, for hotels to go in these third parties or to go with a direct channel, let's say?
Look, if I give you an honest answer on this, to be on third party, it's way easier than to increase your direct share from books, because third party, this is their core focus on. There is a lot of partners are added along with the third party
Yeah.
agents, let's say Booking.com, Expedia, Agoda, VRB or Airbnb. Thousands of millions of partners are there. You just name the city and go to the platform, you will find out the uh, hotels and you can book it. But when it comes to the direct hotel bookings, this is basically, as I said to you, if you are able to manage those bookings through your brand website, definitely this will be more efficient, like you can say, more genuine bookings for you, and this is really uh, help you to define yourself within the market, the difference between you and other hotels. That okay, being as a brand, I'm more focused into the direct reservations. Yes, I do understand I'm available on the third party booking platform, which is the requirement of the current market. But on the other hand as well, I'm very much uh, strong in terms of my brand website bookings as well. That's why uh, I'm uh, I'm claiming it that I'm on the BRG. Like if you can get the lowest rate somewhere else, I'm willing to accommodate you for free.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So this
Like,
is called rate leakage, because if you can manage your rate leakage, if you can manage your rate parity within the OTA markets, then definitely you can show your separate stand within the market that yes, you are doing something really incredible that people most of the hotels they are failing to do, because most of the hotels they are struggling in terms of managing the rate parity, the rate leakages. If you can manage your brand website alongside with your OTs, then definitely you can create a difference within the market, and you can show that yes, this brand is something, you are doing something incredible that to bring most of the customers through your brand website rather than to the other third
Yeah,
party agents.
makes sense. And at the moment, like, what do you think is the biggest source of interruptions, for example, or friction on daily basis, for especially for hotel teams, when it comes to guest management, operations, and so on?
Regarding this, if you talk about the uh, interruptions into the operations, and also basically, when your two parties are involved, like you can say your operations team, they are not uh, really fully aware about what is happening. They are just getting feeded by the reservations, and the reservations are let into the system
Yeah,
without any informations. Then in that case, basically the operations team they lack. Then in that particular case, the operations team they come into the the pressure that okay, we don't have the informations, and the biggest challenge of the hotels into the insufficient manual communication combined with the department goes in between the front office, housekeeping, maintenance. There, like if the informations are not passed properly, so you can see that if a particular department reservations, if they did not pass the complete information to the operations team, then automatically it will create a kind of chaos between the front office, housekeeping, maintenance, because definitely there will be delay into the rooms, there will be missed guest requests, there will be uh, like a lot of info, like the operations team they won't be able to fulfill the guest requirements, and this will lead into the to make the guest this will lead a hotel to you know not to fulfill the guest requirement, and this will lead into the chaos. So that's what I feel. If operations team and the backend which is a reservations team, if they collaborate more, so these kind of things can be minimized, and the guest experience can enhance.
yeah, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. And I'm curious about something like, what do you think is for a hotel to build a reputation? I think there is a lot of competitors out there. Like,
Hmm.
how do you think? What is the thinking process for a customer, for example, when they wanted to pick a hotel, for example? What they're looking for? Like, look, I want to, I don't know, visit Dubai, for example, next week. What would be something that I should watch? Or because most of them are going in third party. Maybe they haven't heard about a specific hotel until, I don't know, like running or pushing campaigns or ads or something. What do you think is the process behind to a prospect or a client, for example, to go at you, for example, like where people can find your hotel? I don't know, something like that.
Okay, so this is a very good point that you have notified. What can make what can be a differentiator if I be more you know
Yeah.
ease on this topic. So uh, differentiation because look, as you said, there is a lot of brand available into the market. Every second door you will find out different brands are there. So but every brand have their own legacy, every brand have their own specialization, every brand they have their own way of gathering the customer requirements. Like if I just talk about Shaza, so if you remember, I just while we start our conversation, I talk about Shaza is more about storytelling, sincerely experience, emotional connections, heritage, Silk Road. So basically, we if I'll just more emphasize on the particular brand where I'm working with as of now. Uh, they are not into. too much into the to expandation to expand into the market with the number of keys to be added within the portfolio without taking care of. They are because basically focusing into the guest experience, because if a guest experience is like if a guest really enjoyed his stay with the brand, then definitely he gonna stick with your brand. He gonna be loyal member of you. He will understand. Okay, Shaza is all about experience. Shaza is all about the guest expectations. Shaza is all about the culture which they are talking about. Because in Sharjah, as I said, if I'm available in Oman, so we are doing the showcase of the Oman culture. That if a person who lives in let's say in Europe countries, if he visited Oman, if he stayed in Shaza hotels, so at least he can feel the difference. He knows that where exactly he is traveling and what he will, what the way he experienced the culture of Oman, so he can understand. Okay, if now I'm traveling to, let's say, Saudi, so for sure the culture between Saudi and Oman is different.
Yeah, yeah,
So he will definitely he gonna experience a different culture over there. So
100.
this how basically I differentiate Shaza by the other brands, and this is if your hotel they have uniqueness within the market. If your hotel is basically famous for their culture, if your hotel is basically famous for the storytelling and your their silk route, then definitely that makes sense for the clienteles to be more on your brand website than the others.
100%. I think that it's so hard in these days to be different. Like, what can you give something? I don't know, something new, right? Like, it's all about, as you mentioned, a story. Like, it's something is an experience, it's storytelling, it's something that you can feel, it's an emotion. I think that everyone is just trying to chase now almost luxury things, if it makes
Yeah,
sense. Which I think is normal because maybe they want to experience. It's an experience. That's the point. They want to see how it's going to look like, how it is. But at the same time, they create huge amount of expectation on this as well. So
definitely.
yeah, awesome. Well, Amir, where people can find more details about you and also about the hotel in case they trying to any I don't know, maybe they are going to travel your areas and they wanted to book a call.
um as I told you that they can find us anywhere, uh, from Google to any platform, LinkedIn. They can find us on Facebook. They can find us on Instagram. They can, if they wanted to have more over the family staycations, if they wanted to be more in terms of the cultural stay, yes, they can find out us everywhere. If you just mention Shaza Hotels on a Google, then definitely our property will come on.
Amazing. Amir, thank you so much for being our guest and everything that you share with us in today's episode. If you have anything else to mention with the audience, feel free to share as well. So yeah,
Definitely, it was a pleasure to be here with you on this podcast. Thanks for the invitation, and nothing much to share. As you know, the world is evolving, so people they are talking about the experience and the luxury and the technologies and everything. So I hope the statements which I have given over here that gonna help others as well, and that makes sense to people in order to implement as well.
that's amazing.